Hey y'all, welcome to Homestead Budgets. My name is Heather, and today we're going to be working on our unstuffing for this week. And I'm also going to be working on some of my envelopes that I have in my savings binder, as well as some all-around cash condensing. It's a kind of a free-for-all type of video, if you care to label it that way. But I just thank you guys so much for being here, especially if it's your first time. Feel free to say hi down below and subscribe to the channel if you like. I hope that by sticking around that you're able to learn something that is helpful for you in your own journey, no matter what that is. And if this is not your first time here and you're here again, I appreciate you guys so very much. I don't think we'll ever understand how much your support means to me, and I just want to say thank you guys. So we'll go ahead and get into today. We will start, let's see, we will start in our everyday binder with some grocery money. So it looks like we're going to be unstuffing this. The amount that I need to cover is $123, and I know that I do not have that in here. So I'm going to take it from a couple of different places, but some of that, whatever's left over, is just going to have to roll over in our buffer for right now, and I can tend to it, you know, in a week or two. So we're going to be pulling whatever's in grocery, so 20, 30, and 40. And I'm going to keep track over here so we know what we're working with. And then some of it is coming out of self-care and spending, so I'll go back to that too. So 15. And then spending. So, and that is 20. So that is 75, and what did I say? From 123 minus 75. So I'm just going to make a note for myself that in the coming weeks, I still owe my buffer $48. I know that I've shared with y'all some of what is going on, but I'm just having a tough time recently, and when that happens, I tend to not take care of myself as far as eating foods that are good and healthy for me. So I, over the weekend, ordered some like smoothies and different things like that I could just kind of either grab and go really quickly or just put a couple of minutes into, and I'm still eating something healthy. So that's why I also took it out of self-care, just because I'm trying to get back to somewhat of a normal routine, but I would like to be able to be eating healthy when I do that. So I just bought a couple of like convenience items that will make that a little bit easier. I hope that makes sense. In our sinking funds, we're going to unstuff $40 from Baby Fund. Again, I know that this is another thing that I talked about, but when we found out that we were pregnant, we ordered a couple of things online that once we found out that I was miscarrying, unfortunately, we couldn't cancel. So we're still kind of stuck paying for those. It's just one of those things, but I think this is the last that will be having to come out of this envelope for that. And from here on out, we'll just be building to use in the future. So we've got 20, 30, 5, and 40. And then I think that is all in this one. Yes. All right. So car maintenance is coming out. We've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And that is going to be coming out just for some when my husband changed my oil the other week. He Noticed a couple of things that just kind of here and there that needed to be replaced on the car. So I'm just going to give him that to pay him back for some of those items. And then gas is coming out, 25, and that'll be going towards the business credit card that I have specifically for gas for my business. So 20 and 5. And then out of here, bulk shopping, we are pulling 25. So 10, 15, 20, and 5. And that is, I believe, all that we need to pull for the actual unstuffing. I'm just going to double check. Yes, actually, electric does need to come out because it will be due before the next time that I cash stuff. So we've got 25, 35, 45, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. So we'll go ahead and just, if I'm going to go back to the bank to deposit some of this, I might as well do this one too, so I'm not having to make an extra trip. And so that is all completed. Unstuffing is done-ish. What I was talking about having to do in my savings binder is that, and I talked about it a little bit in the last video that I did, my cash stuffing for this week. Our Rottweiler is having to have surgery. I think when y'all will see this video, her surgery will have been yesterday, if that makes sense. So what we're doing, it is a pretty expensive surgery. What I'm putting towards it is $2,000. And this is just one of those things that, like, just makes me so grateful that I have implemented this system in my life, because, you know, me a couple of years ago would have just been either A, freaking out, or B, throwing it all on a credit card to earn a whole bunch of interest that I'm then having to pay on it. But what I'm going to do is just be able to take some of that out of my savings that I have, and that's exactly what it's there for. So right now I'm within like the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I am in building my emergency fund, which here is my month ahead, because since I am self-employed, I am more comfortable with my emergency fund being a month's worth of expenses versus just $1,000, just because the income can be so variable. So I'm working this up to $2,500. But for right now, I'm going to have to pull some of that out to help pay for our dog's surgery. That's what's most important right now. And, I will just work on building this back up. So I'm going to be pulling some out of month ahead. And then I have been saving up to fund my own maternity leave, because again, since I'm self-employed, that's something that I have to handle myself. So for right now, we know it's going to be a little bit in our trying to conceive journey at this point. And then once we do find out that we're pregnant again, I'm going to have at least 9 months to save up for that maternity leave. So I know I have time to build this back up. But our dog's surgery is very important at this point to her quality of life. As a 2-year-old Rottweiler, and we just want to get her out of pain. So this is what we're doing for now. So I am going to, it's a total of $2,000. So I'm going to take all that I have in maternity leave, which is $1,200. So 1,200 placeholders in here. And then I'm going to take, what does that leave me with? 800 that I need to pull out of here, which what I'm gonna do, what I'll do is I'll just take this $1,000 placeholder and put that here. and then I'm going to put 2 100s left because I'm taking 800. There will still be 200 left in the bank. So in the emergency fund high yield savings account that I have, I will still have 1,000, 100, and 200 in there once I transfer that money, so that way it can be used for our pup's surgery. So yes, so for right now, this will remain empty, and I will have to work on, because I was on schedule to have this fully funded by the end of this month in June. But that just might take me a couple more months to pay back that $800 to it, so that way it is at that full month ahead status. But I am very, very glad that I have this here to pull from, and I'm not having to worry about putting it on a credit card or worrying about how we're going to pay for it. So it's a big, big blessing that I got into cash stuffing and saving more when I did. So with that, we will go ahead and count everything up. So from my high yield savings account that I will be transferring out to pay for her surgery, I have $2,000. So I'm not going to include that in the unstuff count. But for here, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 9, 200, 210, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got $295 here that we'll be putting back into the bank for paying back our buffer, and then this $2,000 will be transferred out of my high yield savings account, so that way we can use it for sugar surgery on Thursday. Again, y'all will probably see this video afterwards, so I will keep you updated on my Instagram and that's just at Homestead Budgets, on how she's doing and everything. Hopefully all goes smoothly, and I will have good news to report. And she will hopefully be feeling back to herself very, very soon. But yeah, all this will be going back, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend that's coming up, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.